Hey, fellow traders, I hope you guys had a great week. And I wish all of you guys that are celebrating a happy Thanksgiving with you and your family. But I want to answer a question today that I get a lot. It's to test or not to test. Now, this is the dilemma for all of the prop firm traders. Is it possible that taking a standardized trading test or evaluation does more harm than good if the trader struggles with it or they don't pass it? Some traders become so stressed and disappointed by their performance during this evaluation period that it affects their overall trading performance and their quality of life. While there's no one size fits all answer, there are clear criteria to evaluate yourself as you consider whether to choose the straight to funding option or the test and evaluation option. But actually, if you go straight to funding, your trading will still be evaluated because when you request a payout, that's exactly what they do. Just like they would in doing the test. But just to give you an idea, a lot of people go in, and this the reason why their withdrawals get denied, because their trading has no continuity to it. They're just all over the place, and they didn't go through the test. They didn't go through that process, so they're just continuing to throw good money after bad. And here's an example. Yesterday I was talking to a mentee of mine, and he was mad because he was calling the prop firm a scam and not wanting to pay him and stuff. But I mean, not pay him, but not give him a pro account like they said for free. And the reality is he broke one of the consistency rules. That's a part of the process. In a 25K account, the most you can make in one day is 750, or else that day won't count. You'll have to trade another day and get to that, your goal. Actually, your goal goes up. So, he had like a $1,100 day, and it got him over the 26.5 mark. But of course, you broke a rule, they're not going to accept it. Now, you don't lose the account. You just have to keep trading, and that day doesn't count. But that's an experience thing. So the first thing you want to do is ask yourself, what kind of trading experience do you have, in trading futures? Or more importantly, trading futures in a prop firm. If you have very little to no experience, then it's clear you need to go through this test and evaluation process to get acclimated to this trading climate or this trading environment. And because this is an actual learning environment, you're going to feel better about making mistakes because this is where you learn. And you're going to lose less money because test accounts are probably 1/5 to 1/10 the cost of an eval account. So if you're trying to learn in a straight to funding account, the stress to perform could be unbearable. And I know some of you are feeling it. So, so much so that you'll never be able to execute. I don't care if you're following people online. I don't care if you're trying to copy trade somebody that's trading live on YouTube. You will not be able to do it consistently because you just don't have it, and you haven't gone through the process to get it. All right. So, secondly, ask yourself how testing makes you feel. The word test or evaluation can stress people out. So if it stresses you out, you've got to deal with that first. When I first started teaching, I hated the word evaluation. I grew to hate that word because it seemed like every other week somebody was coming in evaluating me in my classroom. And so evaluation became a really bad word. So much so that I refused to give my students tests. I just kind of graded them on how their participation. That's just how bad I hated it. So it was a bad word for me. So I had to work through that when I started this prop stuff. because actually the testing part of prop firms is the main reason I didn't even do it way back when. You know, my mentor who has his own firm, you know, I could have gone and worked with him. But I refused to go through that test because I didn't, I just, it just bothered me. So bottom line, if you feel that way, don't skip the test. Get help first. Okay? Because that's going to help you even when you go to funding. Because again, you're still being tested. Because you're still going to be evaluated on your trading. Okay? Thirdly, and you know, be honest with yourself. Are you just looking at this straight to funding option because you're in a hurry to start making money? And I don't think I need to elaborate on this, but you're operating in an unrealistic expectation world. To think that you're going to come in, buy an account, a 25, 50, whatever, all it is a name because you're not actually getting that money. And, you know, thinking you could start making money. But look, a lot of them have stipulations where you still have to trade 10 days, 15 days, or whatever. So, you know, the prop firm that I use, Take Profit Trader, you know, yeah, you have a 5-day evaluation period, only 5 days. Now, if you can't get to your goal in 5 days, then you have to keep working on that till you can. Just keep going. Okay, don't rush it. And you know the deal that they have. I'll share it with you in a minute if you don't know. But you have a 5-day evaluation period and you can get paid on day one. Meaning if the next day, your first day trading in a performance paying account is one of these huge trending days, you could actually make your profit goal and then some the first day. Because there's no consistency rule once you get to pro. They're just doing that consistency when you're starting to learn and you're being tested. Okay? But to get back on it, to answer the question, to test or not to test, again, honestly evaluate yourself. Okay? If you have experience in the prop firm future space and you have successfully passed evals in the past and you have a consistent profitable edge, then yeah, skip the evals and go straight to funding because you've already done it. You're there. But if not, get out your scratch paper and number 2 pencil and get to work. The test and eval phase, that's just for you. So remember what I said earlier. Before you get paid out, even in a performance plan or straight to, you know, payout an account, they're going to evaluate your trading before they pay you. And if your trading looks like shit, you will not get a dime. Okay? And it's not them scamming you. The rules are very clear. So, again, if you're not used to working in this space and you know, using these rules, take the test option. Okay? Go with the testing option. You can't beat it. Now, the prop firm that I use is Take Profit Trader. I don't know if this is gonna last past this weekend, but they do have no activation fees, 40% off. Meaning, you get 40% off if you buy a 50K account. It's $102. Once you pass your eval after 5 days, there's 0 fees. 0 activation fees to take you to pro. So you just automatically, they'll move you to pro and you can get paid out from day one if you make the money. It's just that simple. And I've shown it, I've proved it over and over again. So just use the code AJT66, claim that deal. Once you get them, you can, as long as you have them, that deal stays in place. That deal doesn't go away. So let's say you buy 5 accounts and you only use 2 or 3 the first month. You get them going and you get the other 2. The deal still stands. So AJT66. Now, if you're not a part of my community, if you want to be a part of it, if you get 5 accounts, doesn't matter what size, 25, 50, 100, 150, doesn't matter. Whichever account you get, if you get 5 of them, then you get free lifetime access to the whole community, all of my videos, and the live trading when I do it. You get access to all of that. So if you have any questions, email me, ed@averagejoetrader.org. But remember, you want to test. Take the test.